Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I do lots of crafts, and I try to give a vintage inspired look to each of them. But for this first craft, it's actually vintage already. This is, I couldn't find a brand on here, but this is a in box, original box. I love the box. The box alone is fantastic for display, but it is Halloween puppets. So you get, or you got when you got this. I want to say this is probably from, guessing on how these characters look, probably the 80s. It could be earlier, but I'm my guess. My take is the 80s. Um, they're that like rubbery material like that sweet toys are made out of, and then each one comes with the cloth body and really old rubber bands. So there's not much to these, but this is kind of just, I had purchased this a while back and they've been sitting there not put together, so we're gonna put them together. They're pretty simple. They each get put in their perspective um, neck holes, I guess you could call them. Yeah, sure. And then you put a rubber band around it, and the rubber band sits in the like groove of like, see here, that's where the rubber band sits. And then you pull the cloth back down, and you have Mr. Pumpkin. And Mr. Pumpkin is now alive and says hello to you. So we're gonna put the rest of these together. I, for fun, thought I would try and see if the OG rubber bands would work. They, of course, did not. But I had a whole bag of rubber bands, so I just used new rubber bands. The nice thing about these is that, you can take them apart anytime. You could change them up. I thought about decorating um, the bodies, the cloth, but I thought let's just keep these as they were meant to be. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna put these up for sale. I might keep them for my this Halloween season decor. They're super cute. And I I really enjoyed putting them together, and I think my daughter would love these. So to display them, I thought I would put them back in their box, but put together. And I really liked this idea, because I was like, how are you else going to display them? Thought about putting them like in a bowl, like in a black bowl, and having their heads popping out, but the box is too cute to not display with it, and it's perfect because it has this huge window, and I thought it came out so cute, so I put it up on top of my hutch, which my hutch is what I change out seasonally, for all the holidays. So I kind of like where these are sitting up here, but if I do decide to sell them, I will post about it. And yeah, I really loved how those turned out. Next is, I found these wooden frames at the Dollar Tree, and we're gonna make kind of spooky or not so traditional like Halloween, just kind of like odd, weird old frames using a lot of Tim Holtz ephemera. If you don't know who Tim Holtz is, does a lot. He does reproduction ephemera or vintage paper, and he sold a lot of his stuff in craft stores like Joann's and Michael's. I think Joann's was a bigger seller, or they usually had way more than Michael's does, but I think you can still buy Tim Holtz stuff online. But I did hear that he was retiring, so I don't know if new products are going to come out, but I am taking this antique folk art antiquing wax on each of these wooden frames, and it just soaks it right up. So all of the paper you see is by Tim Holtz. I junk journal as well, so I have lots of this stuff on hand. So I picked out some papers from different ephemera packs that I've purchased from the Tim Holtz line. And there is was also an ephemera pack of literally just pictures of people like this. And what's nice is they're already fussy cut. Fussy cut meaning like it's already cut, the image is cut out. It's not an image I have to cut out. It's already die cut. Which was very popular in the Victorian times. So we're gonna make little like vignette picture frames. So I'm gonna start with a backing and then see where I want it to place, and then I'll trace it out. And then I just kind of like a puzzle piece, just assemble each collage, I guess, if you will, together to make kind of an artistic collage meets junk journal meets Victorian aesthetic. That was a lot, Stephanie. Okay, so I didn't necessarily, because not everybody wants like just slap you in the face Halloween decor. So my idea with these was to have something kind of odd or off the wall and not necessarily like in your face spooky, but just kind of like an older aesthetic, which I love this aesthetic. I love the kitsch, but I also love, I'm gotten in the last couple years really into Victoriana and ephemera and old ephemera and all of that stuff. So I love doing this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna sit back and let you guys watch the process and see how these frames come together. Another thing to note is that I am a fly by the seat of your pants crafter. I kind of get an idea in my head and I don't completely work it out before I start. So I kind of bring out all of the supplies I think I'll want to use. And then, like I'm doing here, I'm seeing what speaks to me. I put it down. If it doesn't give me that aha, yes, I love this, then I try something else. And it's a wing it. There are wing it moments. That's how most of my crafting is. So, especially with, you should have fun with it. So, if it's not speaking to you, then don't do it. If it is, then enjoy it thoroughly. So, to add some more accents to these, I'm gluing different little um, reproduction labels, and you'll see me do this throughout. I kind of go in layers. I build up each frame individually and see what works and what doesn't work. And I really like how these turned out. These girls right here, they were like a cluster of witches to me. Like they all belong to the same coven. So I really liked this. And the last one with the butterflies, that girl was giving so much sass. I had to incorporate her. So here we are again. All 4 frames are pretty much put together, and I'm just adding little details. I'm adding some more of the bits and bobs from the Tim Holtz um, bundles, ephemera packets, and then I used the Tim Holtz distressing ink, you can see there on the left of the screen, to distress some of the paper and some of the little bits of paper I added. So this is Rustoleum, or not Rustoleum, Rub and Buff. This is antique gold. And I don't know why I didn't put this together. I watched so many crafters use this stuff. Open a window when you use these because it's like a varathane. It's like very, very potent smelling. I had to open up a window. I didn't realize it was so stinky. Like it's just a very chemical smell, like spray paint. But I put that around all the edges of the frames and kind of rubbed it on all the way around to give it kind of that antique look. I also added some floral stickers that were kind of like dried flowers, and I really love how these all came out. I think the witch's coven here is my favorite, along with the sassy butterfly girl. But I really do love how all these came out. I'm not sure. I originally was gonna maybe mount them on some bingo cards. I didn't paint the back sides of them because I want to mount them on something. But you guys let me know what you think I should do. If I should leave them as is and maybe just felt the back sides, or if I should just paint them, make them ornaments. I would also stick these in like a flower frog for display. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts before I finalize these. But for now, they're looking cute on a shelf. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and a follow and subscribe if you want to see more crafting ideas, and I will see you all on the next one.